Welcome to the Two Chicks Homestead podcast. We are the two chicks. Yay!
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Erin, and we talk about homesteading and living on a small piece of land.
All right, everyone, welcome to episode 106, August 14th, 2024.
Yep, more than halfway through the year.
Yep, exactly. TikTok. It's been a little while since we've done this, and I almost forgot how to record an episode.
Yeah, we had to recheck all the microphones, because these microphones are still new. Like, this is our second time.
Yeah.
Third time, maybe, using them.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're definitely interesting to use.
Yeah.
So it's taking a little bit of getting used to. But, yeah, we had a fun couple weeks off. I think we needed it.
Yep.
Just to reset and have a little bit of fun around the house, because we did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, social media in general has been a little wishy-washy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think podcasts are kind of somewhat social media.
Somewhat.
So sometimes you just need to step back.
Yep. So we took a nice little break, spent some time with the girls. I took a week vacation from work, and we just got some stuff done around the house and had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So didn't do a whole lot on vacation. Just kind of hung around the house and.
No, it was a time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's that there's always something that happens. Our fridge broke again.
Oh, yes.
The new one.
Yeah. Yeah, we came up, opened up the freezer, and it's dripping and full of condensation. And at least our new one tells us now what the actual temperature is.
Yes.
The other one only told us what we had it set for, which didn't really help.
Right.
So yeah, it was not correct.
No.
And so we moved everything out, called Whirlpool. Yeah, which is what we have now. And they're like, okay, well, here's this company we'll send out to your house. And you're like, okay. And so then you check the reviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're terrible as we had before.
Yeah, about as good as the last person we had come fix her.
So we canceled that, called direct to the place that everybody recommends.
Yep.
And
so we from now on will just call this place direct.
Right. But you want to go through. It's only 3 months old.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
But took everything out and it miraculously started working. I mean, we unplugged it.
Yeah, we unplugged it. Yeah. So, I mean, the guy came out super nice. So, I mean, I would recommend them to anyone locally.
Yeah.
I could probably post about it. I don't know if I did.
Yep.
But yeah, super nice guy. Pretty much said nothing came back when he plugged or whatever, did any of the testing. It's hard to figure it out when it's working.
Right.
So, I mean, it's working right now.
Yeah.
We're slowly putting all the stuff back in because, of course, we emergency moved, and so now everything is lost again.
It's the smartest thing we did was buy those fridge freezers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they have now saved us twice.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's that was a very smart move on our part.
And once again, I had that thought of, wow, I could really use this space in the kitchen for something else.
Yeah.
Not a fridge.
Yeah, until it hits 25 degrees out and you're walking outside to go get milk.
Going, yep, I wanted to be a pioneer.
Yep. Cold storage, time to go get it.
Yep. Yeah, so.
So yeah, I think hung around. I think the only project we had was the chicken tractor.
Yeah. Did you make that week?
I think I did.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember. It kind of all runs together.
Yeah, I think maybe you did.
Yeah. So we did a PVC little chicken tractor. It's like 2 feet tall, 5 feet long, 10 feet long, 5 feet wide. It's got a tarp on 3/4 of the roof, and then it's mesh all the way around.
Yeah.
And then we put chicken wire on the bottom after I ran one of the chickens over, which I think I do remember talking about in the last episode. So maybe I did it like the week before.
Maybe, yeah.
So, yeah, that worked perfect. We have now graduated the birds into the coop.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, a month we used that thing?
Yeah.
Give or take?
Yeah.
So I got real smart and put some wheels on it on vacation.
Yeah, because you could see, after the first couple times, it was scratching up the driveway and
Yep.
kind of making weirdness in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the wheels were perfect.
Yeah, and I'll have to post a picture because I actually drilled holes in the PVC and just ran it through the PVC. So I found a 6 foot wide or 6 foot long threaded rod that's 1/2 inch, and I drilled the holes, ran the threaded rod through, and just bolted the wheels on. So they're 3-inch wheels, so they sit down like what, 1.5 inches below.
Yeah, it's just enough to move it.
Right, and that's all we needed.
Mm-hmm.
So it works a lot better than the old one.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited, but we're not doing them anytime soon. But I'm really excited to try them with meat birds.
Yeah.
Because that was always such a pain. Because you had to walk so slow because they couldn't move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'll be nice.
Yep. So we'll have to
maybe
find
next year.
Yeah, we'll see. We're still getting our birds from Sorrells this year.
I still have 2 in the freezer.
Yeah, well, we should probably eat those.
We should probably eat them.
Because, God, Sorrells should be any week now.
Well, it's September, mid-September.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's only a month away.
Well, I know.
So we should probably cook those up and bring them in.
Yep.
Eat them. So, and then what else did we do? We went to the Renaissance Fair.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the end of vacation.
Yep. So I kept saying we hadn't been there in a decade, but it's been sooner since then because we went there with the youngest, who was probably 1-ish.
If that, yeah.
I don't know if we went from here or from the previous house. I have no idea. I don't know what year it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. So we'll have to look
but
back
it's
in the
been
memories.
7 years.
Yeah, at least. So it was a very nice time.
Mm-hmm.
It was very hot. It was what, like 90?
Yeah, 80s. Yeah, upper 80s.
Yep. So it was the same weekend as the race up in Wisconsin. So I'm semi-happy we didn't go to that race like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a long weekend.
But yeah, you jinxed it that, watch, next weekend will be 75 or 65. And it was.
Yep.
But that was the first time I'd seen them post later on in the day that one of the parking lots was full.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was probably
A madhouse.
Yeah.
So we always, the way we do the Renaissance Fair, we leave here at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yeah, so it might actually be 5:30 next time to get a little bit closer.
We were 4 cars from the gate.
5. I want to be first.
Well,
just once, I want to be first in the gate.
Okay.
Just so it's easier to get out.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're still like really close. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I mean, the girls were awesome. We were in the car by 6:15.
Yep.
That was like your cutoff.
Yeah. 6:15 was my cutoff because it was a 2-hour ride. And if we had showed up any later than we had showed up, we would have been, what, a half mile down the road?
It got busy fast.
Yeah. So we pulled up, got comfortable, rolled the windows down. The girls played on their iPads in the car, and we waited until the gates to the parking lot opened.
Which is what, like a little after 9?
Yeah, it was like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I think we got up there at 7. Might have been like 7:45, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it was 2 hours.
So
It was like an hour and a half.
yeah, which worked out perfect. We get to see everybody all getting ready. So the regulars are all out on the frontage road getting dressed as they're waiting to go in. And just hang out and chit chat with people. And I did like the way they have it set up now where they're checking. So if you want to bring a backpack in, it's got to get checked.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way they did it this time where
Yeah.
they were checking everybody before you walked up to the gates.
Yeah, while you walked up to wait out front
Right.
to go through the gates and show your tickets. Because it used to all be at once, and it was just like a huge mess.
Yeah. And I think they were dealing with a lot of people that didn't belong up there and were causing problems. And I think that's why it got changed.
Yeah.
So ticket prices also jumped.
Yeah.
Massively.
And I guess I was really irritated about it. It just, I mean, we used to go for $10 each.
Yeah.
And now it was $40 each.
Yeah, it was $98 to walk in the door.
But I guess it does make sense that keeps out the people that just go to hang around.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, people that go buy the $10 tickets and then go raise hell in the place.
Yeah.
Because you don't need that at the Renaissance Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So,
there's already a lot going on.
Yes, exactly. And there's a lot of drinking. It's hot. Nobody wants to deal with that shit.
Right. And there's so many people in character that sometimes you don't know, if they were just messing with you or actually trying to, be something.
Yeah, that's a very good point too. So, but it was nice to see our usual things. The girls loved watching Adam crack.
Yeah.
The guy that does the whip
yeah,
stuff.
and it's funny too because we recently got into watching America's Got Talent again.
Yes.
And they were obsessed with that show and then saw that he had been on it and it was like they met a celebrity.
Super cool dude. He's been going up there 20 years? We've seen him?
Yeah.
So
yeah. And Mooney was still there, the same tomato.
Yep.
Getting the tomatoes thrown at him at Vegetable Justice. He was the same. So this is the Bristol Renaissance Fair that we're talking about. The drum jam. I mean, that guy, they said he's been doing it for 45 years.
43,
That's insane.
Yeah. Yep. He's been there since day one.
And I didn't realize it opened in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, would they say 76?
Something, 76, yeah.
Was the first one? That's a long time.
Yeah.
So, the girls got to walk across the rickety bridge.
Yes.
Which was not as rickety as it used to be.
Yeah, but it was still pretty rickety.
But they love seeing the turtles all swimming in the lagoon. Yeah. They got to meet the queen.
Mm-hmm.
They had a blast doing that.
Yep.
So one of the girls got, I don't know if you call it knighted.
Well, yeah, knighted. She's a guardian of the something.
Yes. I don't exactly.
Realm.
Yes.
Guardian of the realm or something.
Yep.
So yeah, we had all of our regular food. We always get the mushroom stew. I don't even know if it's a stew. It's just mushroom and mushroom broth.
Soup, yeah.
And sassafras, which I still have to look up some licorice syrup.
The oldest loved that.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. And then our cheese fritters, which were delicious. I can't believe they tasted exactly the same.
Yeah.
And they were still like the same size. I thought they would be, much smaller.
With all things said, the food was all the same,
and
it wasn't that bad of a price.
No, I think it was all pretty much the same price.
Close. I think it might have jumped up a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
But I 100% get that.
Yeah.
It's not the cheapest place to go eat.
But we really didn't spend that much.
No, not at all. And we did do a little bit of shopping. Mm-hmm. I think we spent, maybe $400 for the day?
For the day, including the tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. I got my new necklace from the Mint, where they make it right in front of you, tell them what you want stamped on it, and they'll do it right there for you. And then the girls got some really cool jewelry, and then they got some Gritchel keychains.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And then what else did we get?
Well, because I forgot to bring sunscreen.
Yes.
Or any kind of wraps. I got them, they're like belly dancer, waist things that would go over the dress, and they're like sheer. So they wore those over their shoulders for a while, and they jingle.
Yep. Yep. So we still have those, and they actually lasted pretty long. Yeah. They haven't destroyed them.
No. So. I had to fix the youngest one because she kept tying it too tight, and it would all the bells were going weird.
Okay.
Where she tied it, so I just had to fix that. But that was totally us.
Cool. But yeah, the girls had a blast.
Yeah.
And they did awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it goes. The drum jam starts at 6:20. And goes until 7, 6:45 maybe, and then it closes at 7. And we were there. We told them we are there all day, but we do a lot of sitting.
Yes. So yeah, we woke the kids up at
5-something.
5:15.
Mm-hmm.
I think is when you got up.
Yep.
I was up at 4 just to get up and get settled, start getting ready, and then you guys got up. The girls got up. We shoved them in the car. We stopped at the gas station for breakfast, got them some donuts. And I think the oldest might have taken a nap on the way
Yeah, I
home.
have no idea.
Maybe a half-hour nap.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yep.
But they did awesome.
Yeah.
We didn't get home till, 9?
Yeah.
Give or take. So, yeah, I was thoroughly impressed with that.
Yeah, I was expecting to be like, we're never doing that again. That was a one-time thing. This was awful. And I mean, if it wasn't so expensive, we'd probably go again this year.
Yes.
But we'll for sure go again next year.
Yeah, and we'll maybe play it better, see if we can get up there twice.
Yeah.
So maybe go on a hot weekend and go on a cold weekend.
Yeah, it was just, we bought the tickets in advance at Menards because you get $4 off, which isn't a lot, but it adds up to a meal.
It's a meal, yeah. It's a pretzel dog for the youngest.
Yeah. So we already had the ticket, so I was like, we have to go. And we only have like 3 weekends before it ends that were free.
Yeah.
And our luck, they'd all be raining, or something. So.
Yeah. So it worked out perfect. Temperature was okay.
It was hot, but you know what? It was fine.
I think next year we need to go in costume. So
we do need to dress. I know it was super weird to not be at least dressed up a little bit more.
Go dressed and maybe be cooler and carry less crap.
Yeah. Yeah, because you just don't know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, the biggest thing is making sure that you have water. I mean, because a lot of places sell the water, but of course it's like $6 for the bottle. And there's like 1, maybe 2 places to refill.
There's 2 drinking fountains in the entire place.
Yeah, so it's like, you just want to have it on you.
Yeah, and boy howdy, that line.
It was, yeah.
That's a line.
Yeah. Because it's right next to the bathroom, too.
The bathrooms actually weren't that bad.
No, that went pretty quick.
Line to get in.
But yeah, the water was like, okay.
Yeah.
You got to get up there.
But it was also 90 degrees out and sunny. There was no clouds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was probably the hottest Renaissance fair I remember.
Yeah.
Because usually you and I just go.
We would go, okay, tomorrow is the day.
Yes. And we can't do that with the kids.
No.
So. But hey, it worked.
Yep.
We had fun. The girls bought some fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They had fun. They're going to go again.
Yep.
The only thing I missed was the guy doing the falconry.
Yeah,
I didn't see him.
Yeah, I didn't see him. And we kept meaning to watch the jousting a little bit. We don't usually sit in the stands. But we never even saw or heard anything. So we must have been all the way on the other side when it was happening. I have no idea.
Probably. And we didn't really do a whole lot, too much shopping. I mean, we walked through a couple of stores.
I think that the heat saved us from shopping too much because it was just like, oh my God, like some of the booths were just so hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Pendragon Jewelry was the only one that had fans going inside. And it was decent.
The one I bought, the little belly dancer things, wasn't bad. But yeah, it was just like, I can't even think. Like my brain is melting. I don't even want to look at this stuff.
Yeah. Well, she was very nice and gave you some sunscreen.
Yes. So yeah, that was, I remember it being shadier. And it's been that long that they probably had to cut some trees down or storms went through and trees went down. Yeah, but there was a lot more open area.
Yeah. Yeah. They do have some shade cloths up here and there, but it's not that many.
Yeah. So. And maybe we just sat more in one spot. Like we used to sit at the Vegetable Justice for a long time.
Yeah, and there wasn't really any shade over there either.
And I remember that one section by the bathrooms usually being pretty hot and sunny, and over on across the bridge, we never really stayed over there very long.
Where they used to have the pirate ship.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still over there.
I don't know. But yeah, we used to sit at the tomato throwing for a lot, like hours.
Oh yeah. Yep, that was my favorite place to go.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we can't sit there with kids.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure they hear just as bad stuff around here sometimes. But yeah, it's sometimes like,
Yep. So, but I had fun. We needed to go.
Yep.
It had been a long, long, long time.
Yep.
And now it's out of the way, and now we can start looking at costumes again and maybe piece together some stuff, because I know I need some new stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But see how that goes.
Yeah. But homestead stuff, Are we ready to move on?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, it's pretty much not much to say with the run fair.
I mean, so the garden is gardening.
Yeah.
And it's pretty boring right now. I think my cucumbers are pretty much done. The zucchini, I don't know. I got 2 today, but really it hasn't like gotten really.
You got quite a bit though out of the season.
I just feel like with 2, I thought I would be like, drowning in zucchini.
I thought you got like 8, maybe 10.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's just kind of slowed down. The tomatoes, I have a ton. So I have 8 tomato plants.
Mm-hmm.
I have a ton of green big tomatoes on 4 plants. And then I have 4 cherry tomato plants that are all not doing very well. They're just very, just look like death. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Or they're growing a little weird. They're splitting.
Yeah, and it's like this might be the last year I do the berry cherry tomatoes. Because that one always looks terrible, but usually it still has a lot of tomatoes. But this year it's just not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was very rainy, and then it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was chilly. And so it's almost like we need the heat now to get the tomatoes going.
Yeah.
And then the peppers are very slow, but that's normal, I think.
Yeah.
My beans are pretty much done. My cabbages are eaten. By bugs.
Yeah, that's about usual, unfortunately. Yeah. So, but sunflowers are growing.
The sunflowers are growing. The pumpkins are growing. So yeah, just waiting on something else to eat.
Cool. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
So, it's been doing pretty good, and I think we processed the old layers as well.
Yep.
Over the past couple of weeks.
Yes.
Got rid of all those guys, so they are done and gone.
Yeah, so we just took the breast meat out.
Mm-hmm.
We saved that. Amy from A Farmer's Kind of Life gave me this really good tip to use a bicycle tire.
Yep.
Needle,
bike pump.
A bike pump with a compressor.
Yeah.
To, after it's dispatched, to kind of push it in and spritz some air, and it will balloon up the skin and detach it from the meat. So that really helped.
Yeah, so, all right. I couldn't find our bike pump.
But still it worked.
But I have a stand-up compressor. So I'm like, hey, more power. It's going to work great. And it did.
Yeah.
And we just went slow. So you get like the needle you'd fill up a basketball.
Well, she said to use a compressor.
Yeah. So you get the little tiny needle to fill up a basketball, and you slide it between their outer skin and the meat, and you just go real slow, and it blows up like a balloon and detaches all the skin. It is so much easier.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I probably should have tried one not doing that because I can't really compare, but it was easy.
Well, you could tell when I did it right.
Yeah. So. There was one, I guess, that was like, yeah. But yeah, it took me a little bit. I mean, it's been a long time since I processed the chicken.
Yeah. And we usually don't just cut them out.
Right, yeah.
We clean them and do the whole 9 yards. And
this was just, we left all the feathers on and everything. It was nice and easy and probably enough. I mean, I didn't save the carcasses. I didn't even save the eggs like I planned on. Just, I think sometimes reality sets in on like how much I can actually do right away. And it's like, I'm not going to be having time to make fresh pasta anytime soon. I have plenty of eggs. I have so many carcasses in the freezer for the broth that I still haven't made. So it's like, sometimes it's just, you just kind of have to pick and choose what you can actually use everything for.
Exactly.
But we got like 3 pounds of meat out of 7 chickens.
Give or take, yeah.
Which isn't a lot, but it's meals.
Yeah, I mean, they're 2.5-year-old layers.
Yeah, so it was something.
Yeah, it's enough. So.
It's something that I wouldn't have gone to the store to buy, so it's a bonus. You know, I don't buy chicken at the store.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, we are rabbits for that.
Right,
so.
right. But I do miss, there's some meals where it's like, I miss like the chicken tenderloins. So that's mostly what this looks like, because it wasn't, they weren't very meaty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll have the stuff from Sorrel, so that'll be like real
Right.
roast birds.
But I wouldn't cut the breasts out of that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it's fine. We'll use it.
Mm-hmm. It worked out perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what else did we do? I think we had, other than that, it was the gecko, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the girls got a new pet. They finally named it today,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice. So we got a crested gecko because we wanted an easy reptile for the girls to play with or, start with.
Mm.
You and I have had reptiles over the years. We've had snakes.
We had a leopard gecko.
Leopard gecko. We had, what else do we have? Was that it?
I think that was it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was it. But I had a ton. I had some growing up too. We had chameleons, green and alls, stuff like that. So I remember being a kid playing with, having reptiles. They're so cool. So we got something that's super easy.
Mm.
And we were planning on getting green and alls, but those you still need to feed them bugs.
Yeah, my one thing was I didn't want crickets in the house because we've gone through that. And it was romantic the first night and then really annoying soon after that.
Mm-hmm. So we got crested gecko, and they eat a specific crested gecko diet with some bugs every once in a while if they'll eat them, but you don't have to. It worked out really cool. So we, being new reptile owners, I figured let's go all out. We'll get the terrarium and the gecko. We got them all from the same spot, and we got a custom enclosure done for this guy.
Mm.
So it's a 12 by 12 by 24, 12 inch, 24 tall. It's a Exoterra glass enclosure with a screen top, nice single door on the front. And we had somebody do a bioactive setup in it with dirt, live plants, springtails, isopods, the whole 9 yards. A beautiful background. And the girls got a chance to design the theme. And they went with a dragon theme. So there's a dragon egg in it. There's crystals on the bottom. We posted a picture of it. And the guy that built it for us really did a good job.
It looks very pretty.
And I am super excited to have it in the house. So we had it, it's totally twisted terrariums. And he's local to us. He's up in
Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake. And they're actually opening a retail store up there in the next couple of weeks. And we were the first ones in when we went to go pick up the terrarium. We got to see the store and kind of how it's going to be set up. And it was nice to go check them out. And then we got the gecko from them. It's a 10-month-old, give or take, I think. Is
10/28.
Yeah.
23.
So it was born October 28th last year. So it's not like a baby where we got to worry about it. Eventually we will have to upgrade it to a bigger terrarium. But I showed you something last night that is definitely going to work.
Yeah.
So I have an idea in my head going, and it may be a good winter project to start doing it. And maybe for next year have it done. But the girls love it. It's a Harlequin full pinstripe crested gecko.
And they're really cute. They've got like almost like frog feet, and they're sticky so they can stick to the glass.
Yeah, and I think last night was the first night. So we had them for a week and a half, give or take?
Yeah.
Last night was the first night we really saw them out and moving around.
Yeah, because of course they're nighttime.
Yeah. They're nocturnal.
And so, I think when the youngest and I were going to bed, we saw him like on the bottom and moving around. And then this morning actually saw that he'd eaten some food, which was nice because we hadn't really noticed much.
I've been putting food in there like you're supposed to, and probably too much food.
Yeah.
So I cut back on the amount of food just so I'd see if he actually would eat it. And I could see that he had pretty much eating it all.
Yeah.
So that worked out perfect. And then the girls get to mist them once a day. So we got a little squirt bottle where they can mist the entire tank. And then one does that and the other one does the food. And then last weekend we got this really cool like coffin terrarium.
Mm-hmm.
So it's strictly only for isopods. So isopods are those little roly-polies that you get or you see in your garden. So we got a bunch of oddball color, it's called a gem mix, and one of them in there is a magic potion isopod.
Mm-hmm.
And it's white with yellow and black spots. Super cute.
But yeah, it's all real plants, real dirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of neat looking.
Yeah.
It goes with our death theme with the corpse flower.
Yep. So the corpse flower we also got at the reptile show. So we have a tendency to spend money when we go to these shows.
Yeah.
But it's really cool stuff. And I am extremely happy with how the terrarium for the gecko worked out. I will put in the show notes this guy's website. He does have a Facebook account, which he posts all the pictures of his build. You'll see our build on there. All the other cool stuff that he's doing. And he's just a really nice couple that are just helping people out locally for all this stuff.
Yep.
So if you want a bioactive or if you need a custom built enclosure for anything, go talk to this guy. Super cool. So.
Yep. But we have been trying to decide on a name and we couldn't decide because of course one always has to disagree. Mm-hmm. So we ended up with Leaf Skellington because three of us liked the name Leaf, and then the oldest one really liked to call him Skelly. So we picked Leaf Skellington to go with kind of the Halloween theme.
Yep. And it works out perfect because it's also Leaf is one of the oldest favorite dragons from
Wings of Fire.
Wings of Fire.
Yeah.
So she at least.
Well, actually, it's a human.
That's it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One of the scavengers.
Ah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, I mean, it fits because he is kind of like a leaf.
Yeah. Super pretty.
Yeah. So that's his proper name, and then.
I'm gonna call him Leaf because that's just easy.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I'm It's been a good couple of weeks. We got a little bit of a break, so now we'll go back to regularly trying to do this, and then just kind of have fun with it.
Yeah.
So, what else we got? Is that pretty much it?
That's it.
All right. We'll catch you guys next time.
See you on the homestead, where something is always growing, eating, or cooking.